Well, hello. Welcome to my new vlog. It is Tuesday. I'm feeling a bit more with it. It's 1:15 in the afternoon. I have been awake. I've been up since 10:30, but I was on the phone to Josie for a while. I was on the phone to Janine. I don't know where to start in this vlog. So, yesterday I was told at the hospital that there was quite a big discrepancy on my notes to do with my symptoms that really could affect the full investigation that I've been under for the last 19-20 months or however long it is now. So it was a big discrepancy. One part it was infertility, and I'm not getting into the other part of it, but it was the opposite of what's been happening basically. I basically not had a period for 2019, and it said in my notes that I'd been bleeding so the previous doctor had wrote in my notes that I had been bleeding the whole time, which then would make sense to why so many doors were shut on me for the first maybe 12-13 months. The letter was wrote in November 2019. So when they've been getting my notes at A&E and things, it's the total opposite for what I've been going to A&E with, the symptoms and things like that. So I had a really good chat. I'm going to put the practice I'm way out there because, again, you never hear enough good feedback. I started at the well wine practice in Airdrie just about 12 weeks ago. And the reason I done it was because for the full year, I knew I wasn't being looked after, but the doctors were making me feel like I was going mad. Like, it was all in my head, the symptoms were in my head, the pregnancy symptoms, everything. I think they thought that because I'd had a miscarriage and because the situation had been so traumatic that I maybe just hadn't given up on the idea that I was still pregnant. Which genuinely kind of was the case, but it was to do with the symptoms. It wasn't to do with, it was stuck in my head. I went private in July originally for an MRI scan. And then that's where the images came. I'm not going to pop the image in the vlog just now because it's very, very prominent. I'm going to wait until I've been to the doctor tonight and then I might put it into my next vlog. Went for the MRI in July because I felt I was getting no help from my own doctor. I mean, on about the NHS at the time, but looking back now, it wasn't. It was the surgery I was with. The MRI came back with a problem with my liver and pelvic congestion syndrome, which I was quite happy to take because at that point it really made sense to me because nothing in my tummy felt that big anyway, so it would make sense with the kind of vibrating, all these different tensions and things I was getting in my pelvis. So I was quite happy to take it as that. But again, still hadn't had a period. This is now July 2020, so from the miscarriage on the 5th of September, still no periods came. I then wait probably about 6 weeks in the MRI results being read because one thing I did notice is that my doctor just wasn't very keen in the private sector, full stop. It was very hard. I had to send the report over 3 times. Second and third time was recorded delivery. And eventually they got it, and that's when they referred me to gynaecology. But obviously due to COVID by this point, everything was kind of held back, which I completely understand. So at that point, I had no choice but to decide to go private because it was getting worse and I couldn't, obviously, my pelvis was killing me. It still is, to be fair. Anyway, fast forward. Just when I went in October, they put a coil to blow up my womb. They tried to blow up my womb and they put a coil in. Still aware that I had no period or anything. Came out the surgery, he'd done a D&C, done everything, and came out and basically said that cells are clear, brilliant, that's fine. You've got good follicles, everything. I couldn't have asked for it again. Still no answer, and well, at this point, 4.5-5 grand down. I was then referred to gastrology, which then referred me to nuclear medicine. They told me my digestive system was too slow, and that's where the problems were coming from. But again, you know your own body. So that diagnosis, it's the only diagnosis I've really not took on and thought, nah, I don't agree with that. I really just don't agree with it at all. And then I went for the colonoscopy, and that was last Tuesday. Everything came back that it was fine, but it has been agreed now that I need a CT scan. Because obviously everything has been missed in the 10 months before. They agree there is something there, they don't know what it is, but it's not in my bowel and it's not in my uterus, so it's in my abdomen somewhere. So I'm going to Rosshall tonight at 5:30 to see my consultant who done a colonoscopy. He woke me up and said to me, you're going straight for CT, but because guys, sorry, I'm doing this in parts, because of the colonoscopy, the surgery, as much as I had to get the CT scan, I was going into isolation on the Thursday, so it was decided that I would be in isolation for the Thursday, get surgery on Monday, go and see a doctor tonight, and hopefully do a CT scan in the next few days. So that is the plan today. And I do feel the answers has to be there. I don't have a choice at this point, they have to be there. So in total, I'm £14.5 down. But I had a lovely chat with the practice manager today at Wellwind, and she was absolutely lovely. We don't get enough good feedback. I went to the doctor 12 weeks ago on advice at the back of taking a complaint forward, and it's the best thing I've ever done. Like, the doctors have been amazing. The last 12 weeks they've said everything that they were going to do, they've done. They started with a blank canvas because the old surgery didn't pass any of the details over, so you can imagine, looks a bit dodgy. Anyway, the best thing to happen was starting with a blank canvas. They didn't. We'd have then referred to that later in November 2019 that's held me back. So they started with a blank canvas. When I got there, the first appointment, the doctor checked the lump and said straight away, like, the way she could feel it, and checked the size. I hadn't changed in size. Now, I should have mentioned this at the start of the vlog, I had found that lump when I fell pregnant, and I always checked my boobs. My friend had breast cancer, so it always stuck with me to always be a wee bit more vigilant. So I knew when the lump came, pretty much within a week. I said that before. When I went to the doctor about getting pregnancy confirmed, now this is my first pregnancy. I had 2 miscarriages in 2019, one in the 1st of May and then one in September. So they just said, no, it's hormonal, that's fine. So all the way through this, I've mentioned this lump is going along with everything else, to the GP and thing, and said, I'm just a wee bit worried about it. No, it's fine, it's hormonal, but you're not pregnant, or you're not. Came back benign, but either way it was coming out, but I didn't actually have the reason. Like, I don't know why I hadn't been told. I don't think I'd actually asked the question, even though it was benign, why it had to come out. So until I went for surgery yesterday, I wasn't really sure. When I got there yesterday, they told me that it's actually a tumour. And although the size hadn't changed, well, it was a tumour back then in 2019. It was not double checked, they didn't refer me anywhere. I was 33 going on 34 at the time, so still within that age bracket as well. So I just feel in the last few days, and speaking to the new practice manager today, that I feel so fortunate that I'm at this new surgery. It's totally changed my life. They've done everything they said they're going to do. Colonoscopy was done privately, but it was only because of the waiting time and because I'm so uncomfortable and it does need dealt with. And luckily for me, it wasn't classed as bowel cancer. There is the first results have come back fine. Yeah, the results came back like no bowel cancer, so that made me not an urgent patient, which I'm grateful for in one sense, but not in the other because I was so uncomfortable. So I decided I would go private for the colonoscopy. So they sedated me. I thought I was under general anaesthetic, but I wasn't. It felt like general anaesthetic, but I was sedated, given the colonoscopy. And when I woke up, the consultant told me, like, right, you're going for CT, but because of obviously the operation, which I do like, the doctors worked really, really well together for me. They've put me in isolation. I'm back out today, hopefully CT scan, and everybody seems to be on the same page, so it's worked out well in the end. But I just feel like I wasn't going mad after all, and the doctors' names that keep getting dragged up with their signatures at the bottom of these letters just totally make sense, and why A&E dealt the way they did with me at the start, or, like, again, it was just, they had me down as a raving lunatic. They really, really did, rather than checking what the actual symptoms were. And it's took this long for me to start getting the help that I need, and I'm so grateful for it that I can't even be angry, because I do believe karma is a thing, and if I can spend that much money in medical fees, I can certainly spend the same in legal fees if I had to, put it that way. It's definitely something that's going to be investigated, put it that way. But on the upside of it, having that big chat has made me feel so much better. I've had so many people think I've been going nuts. Not so much now, but right at the beginning. I just feel a bit more easy in myself. It sounds silly, but I actually feel that I'm entitled not to feel well now. And I'm going to say, and I can feel unwell, and people actually believe me. Whether before I felt that people were like, you're just moaning, and the doctors are saying there's nothing wrong. So it's just a massive, massive relief. But I'm not going to get any tears today because it's going to be a good day. The days came, and this is what I've been counting down for. So 5:30, I will find out tonight when CT is, but I'm hoping it's very, very soon. Plan against Morgan's orders. It is now nearly 1:30. Spoke shit for quite a while. Oh, sorry for the language. I'm trying to be much better in these vlogs. I'm going to get up, put some makeup on, and I'm going to go live for a bit because you have sent me so many messages and I feel so awful when I'm not showing up and showing face. So I'm going to come live just to say hi to you all before I then head to Rosshall. But I'm going to go and get, I'm craving like mad a strawberry and lemonade for Costa. So that is my plan en route to hospital. My appointment's 5:30, but I'm going to leave a little bit earlier and do that and start to feel a wee bit human. But then I'm going to come back and get plenty of rest. So just in case you're writing these comments, get plenty of rest, Christy. To be honest with you, you're going to go on a journey with me anyway, so I'm going to vlog the rest of the day. I feel it's a lot of therapy. Like, I feel even having this wee chat, I'm feeling the mountains better. And I hope you're enjoying the vlogs. Obviously, I'm not putting much on my Facebook, you're all heading to my YouTube, so I appreciate it. Subscribe. Right, guys, I've made it down the stairs. It's now, I don't know what time it is. What time is it? About 2 o'clock? 2 o'clock, the clock's not working. I'm about to go live. You're sitting on my stand now, so we're going to go live over on Facebook and Instagram. I just want to thank everybody and just get a wee blather and an update before we head out. I'm all ready to go, so it's just a matter of going into Costa. That's all I keep thinking about, the usual. And I laughed at that vlog yesterday. I watched myself back and was laughing, thinking it's the great escape. All I spoke about if I got there was leaving, and that is white coat syndrome, like genuinely. I laughed at myself going back. So please know, again in the vlog, I already noticed that. So right, let's go over live Facebook and Instagram. You might be on, you might not be. You're not going to see this vlog to the night, so I hope you've made it. If not, you can watch it back once I post it. So it is now 15:35. We're going to leave here about 4 o'clock so I can go and get a wee Costa. And then heading to Rosshall. I've just done my lives there. Oh, it was so nice to be on. I actually really enjoyed that. And I feel bad I've not had enjoyed it for a while just because I've been so either worked up or not feeling well, but when everybody knows what's going on, it's half the battle. It really is. So I'm having a wee bit of strawberry milk, and then I'm going to go and get some strawberry lemonade. It's all about the strawberries today, no idea why. I've not didn't eat yet, I'm not feeling very hungry, so I need to kind of I need to eat everything. I'm going to. What do you think? Are you being a good girl for Mum? Look at that filter on you, Piper. It really brings out your eyes. Are you being a good girl for Mum? You know there's something wrong, don't you? Don't you? Where'd you treat? So that'll be us. Off to Costa, then off to see the lovely doctor. I feel so much better if I've had that chat this morning. With the lady for the doctors as well, so I'm a bit tired actually. I feel I've overdone it. I've got a cheek. All I've done is put my makeup on and went live. But I do feel a wee bit drained, but I think it's the anxiety and the anticipation. I just want to get in here tonight and them say, right, that's it, it's getting done tomorrow or the next day. Which I don't think it'll be tomorrow, but I can only hope, because the reality is on this side, taking the breast off and everything aside, that the pain's an 8. It's always been a bit of 6 or a 7, but it's going between an 8 and a 9. Saturday night it was definitely a 10. And I feel all I do is moan about it. It's consuming my life. It's consuming everything about me. And thank God for Christy's readings and working, because I don't know if I've worked through it, if I'd actually made it through, because it's the next thing I'm going to come on to. For all this time, there's been so many occasions that I've felt suicidal, and it's not that I've just let myself get to that point, and that's where I have such a better understanding now more than ever, is that it just comes on you. And if it's your circumstance, can be even worse at times as well, because you're fighting it, you don't want to feel like that, but if you give up that fight, that's when you go for suicide. And I can count 3 times that I've felt that way and it's just came over me and I've had to fight it, and I've been dead honest. The first time I wasn't as honest, and I ended up having a nervous breakdown in December 2019. But since then I've always been really honest, and it wasn't that I wasn't being honest at that time, it's just I didn't really know what was happening. I had so much going on. It was the most horrific time in my life. It really, really was. I can't even, and that's the PTSD, I can't even look back at it. I don't have any feeling on anything that happened at that time, because it was just all so quick. It's just crazy. But the whole feeling down and being ill like that was down to having no answers and being made to believe that I was going nuts. I lost a lot of friends through it, which, to be honest with you, looking back now, they weren't a big loss, they really weren't. They get more out of me than I get out of them, put it that way. And then I realised it was always the case for a lot of people in my life. So all this has woke me up to different things in my life and made me a better person on judgment and the fact that I just stay in one lane and don't react as much as I used to. But again, I've had to fight hard, and that's why, is because I'm trying to fight the deep thoughts just now, as well as deal with trolling, everything else, just heavy pressure to the page, heavy pressure to getting everybody's future right. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Hi guys, right, Morgan's just told me about the GoFundMe page. I'm going to throttle her, that's the reality, but can I just say, it is greatly appreciated to everyone who donated. Please nobody else donate, alright, just to put you in the picture, everything's already paid. But Morgan's just, again, she had a lot of messages throughout the page, she told me she didn't know what to do. So please know it's greatly appreciated, but if you don't mind what I'm going to do with the money is, I am going to donate it. So please pop below in this comment, on this video, in the comments, where you think it should be donated to, because I just need you to know I love you all so much for it, but the private sector's been paid for. I paid for it, I'm self-funding, but it's already done and dusted. But again, I would like to donate it to somebody else that actually does need it. So if you have got any ideas or even want to do a food bank, anything like that, pop in the comments below. We will pick it up, don't worry, because this is her punishment. She's going to need to start, whether it's a food bank or anything else, she's going to need to step up to the mark. But thank you so much, I love you all, and again, thank you for being so invested in this game. Made it out, that's us in the car. As long as my seatbelt's right, it's absolutely fine. So that's us heading to, go to Costa first. Choking for a Costa, choking for one. Look at here, look, it is what it is, isn't it? -1, I'm fine with that. Fine with that. Look at Scottish weather, innit? I said I'm a -1. How are you feeling, Morgan? Are you excited for once to come into the hospital with me? how many times you sat out in that car park? For hours. So Morgan's getting to come in with me, and I'm happy at that, and she's happy at that as well. So finally, normality is resumed. I hope so anyway. Took a wrong turn. I'm saying we. I've not had my strawberry lemonade yet because we went the wrong way. So we're now at Bayhead. 2 miles away. Don't know many trips I've been to Rosshall, and I never find my way there without sat-nav. Never. It's fine. Strawberry and lemonade afterwards. I just need to do it. Right, we've made it to the hospital. Morgan's pure grumpy. Morgan said I'm a creep because the car that I'm looking to buy is sitting next to me. Well, one of them, there's two, they're the same car but two different designs. But I'm not showing you it yet. What did you do there? I'll be able to look back in the video, that's the great thing about vlogging.
That is great, huh? Look back then.
So we're just waiting, no strawberry and lemonade.
Or she kept taking the wrong turn and then forgot we were going to Costa and then ended up on the motorway.
Now
we can't even go to the place we wanted to go to for food.
Denny's, it's closed.
Because it's shut.
We're going to go back to Hillington on the way back because the traffic is mad, and we're just sitting here pretty bored. We're going to get out of the car in about 15 minutes, I think. About 1:15, and we woke up. Right guys, that's us here. Just up on the left, I need to let them know that I'm here, and then you go over to the hospital. Let's see. And then after that I won't be doing much vlogging to come out guys, because again hi, lose my phone. Guys, we're out. I'll tell you the news in the car. Morgan's cringing at the top. Right guys, we're back to the car. Right. A bit of good news. All results are back for colonoscopy, everything's fine. So totally clear on that front. I'm now going for CT. I've had my bloods done for my kidneys, you need to get that for CT apparently. So they've told me hopefully by the Thursday or Friday, so I'm just waiting on news tomorrow. So I'm happy at that, really happy at that. And Morgan got to come in with me, and they've been really lovely, and they're letting her in for CT scan as well, so it means I'm not going to be on my own. I'm so happy at that, but we are starving, so hungry. I think we're going to go and get a Burger King. So much for not eating processed shit, but I am just, I've had a heck of a day, I'm hungry, I'm a bit more relieved. Then I'm going home to chill out and rest. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Right, let's do it. It's 7:20. We went to Hellington Burger King. It was closed. Got to Cumbernauld one and the road was shut and we couldn't find our way in. I know, me Morgan was actually raging. So we've just finally got it, and what our plan is, eat this because we're so hungry, we can't even wait to get home. We're going to eat this, head home and get some juice out the shops. Morgan has to get in for that and she's not happy about it, but hey ho. Have some juice and then I'm going to go home and I'm going to chill out. And I think there's a thing for Fred West on that was on last night and I've never seen it, so I think I'm going to go home and watch that and just chill out. I'm absolutely shattered, but it was good to get out for a while. Oh, aye, that's where we end up. Right, I'll tell you what I was having, a wee chicken royale with cheese. Morgan's having the same. I'm even not hungry for it. I think I've got that hungry. And there's a seagull sitting in somebody's car just watching me eating. That's just because I'm getting tired. You can hear it. 2 bites out that chicken sandwich meal. I'm not wearing it. 3 chips. Chicken royale. Morgan will keep it out. I'm just going to take it home and hopefully eat it later. No feeling it. No feeling it. Also, this scrounger. Sitting in that car the full time, just again hoping that we're going to throw out that Burger King. Honestly, it reminds me of a few people in my past like that. Always waiting for something to fall. That's fine, we're at the shops, Morgan's away in. She wasn't very pleased, nah, she wasn't bothered to be honest, but the wee soul's doing so much. But I'm just going to get juice and then get back to the house, and what I'll do is, I will finish this vlog by just giving you a rundown. I don't know if I've covered everything on the other, it's just wee clips I keep doing, so I'm forgetting what I've told you and what I've told Snapchat. So I'll do a wee quick rundown when I go in, before I get into my bed, and then I will upload this vlog. I am now off tomorrow, but I don't really know if I'll be live. I'm a wee bit sore the night. I said that to Morgan, I feel a little bit, I've overdone it. I know I have, but I didn't have a choice. I had to go to the hospital and I didn't really want anybody to take me. I want to be as, again, independent as possible, which I get into a wee bit of trouble at the hospital for, but that is what it is. So I'm just saying about been out and about. So the last part of this vlog, I'll give you all the info, what happened today at the hospital, and then I might vlog again tomorrow at some point. It might be a little bit boring though, but only because I don't really know what I'm doing. I have to get Nate from school tomorrow at 3 o'clock. She'll be back to her dad's tonight to stay so he can take her to school in the morning. And he's off this week, so then Nate will be back at 3 o'clock tomorrow, so I'll vlog. I don't know what I'm going to vlog tomorrow. No idea. Where are we going on Thursday? Oh aye, we're going out on Thursday hopefully, all being well, to get my nails done because they're proper not a thing on them. So I could have got a wee set of gels off you. Josie, she'll kill me, but I'm sorry Josie, I'm going to need to go for the acrylics. I need it, you know how it is, you know how it is. Right, okay, last part of this vlog coming up. Made it back in the house. Finally, I'm going to do this vlog and then I'm going to take it up the stairs in bed and edit it all, and hopefully it's up the night. So I went today, I've had great news. Basically all the results, my colonoscopy is all clear, it's all absolutely fine. But obviously it goes without saying, he'd already said I was going for CT, so I had to get my bloods done for my kidneys today. As long as that comes back okay tomorrow, then I'll be getting my appointment in, and they've said to me it's quite likely maybe Thursday or Friday. But what they have said as well is, which I really love, that Morgan can come with me to the CT and she can come to the next appointment. So all this time it's took, but it was so much better even today, just being in the waiting room and having somebody there with you. As I said, I've done it all on my own, but now the fact that they're letting Morgan in, I've had a lot of kind of updates today around obviously my previous notes and things like that, but we'll come more onto that in the vlog as and when I know. I'm happy at that. I feel like now everybody's believing me, I'm finally getting somewhere. I had a wee bit of a panic mode getting in the car the day, thinking I've got so upbeat and positive about this. What if I get in here and then they tell me that there's something wrong? But it was fine, totally fine. So I CT scan, hopefully by the end of the week. I'm now off the rest of the week anyway, so I'm going, as I said already, I'm going to try and vlog. I've not got loads to vlog, but if you're enjoying it, pop a comment, let me know. Please subscribe, because you will get a notification every time we upload onto our YouTube. Subscribe, comment. I love you all. Thank you for all your lovely comments, supporting our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. Christy Reading's all over the place. Thank you so much. Right guys, until tomorrow, stay safe, take care. 212.